Hello, this is Paul Hoyt. Welcome to part 3 of the Business Survival Bootcamp program. In part 1, we talked about key survival tips. In part 2, we talked about the business survival problem and a big part of the solution. And that's understanding your business complexity profile and getting the training, the mentoring, the onboarding process that you need to give yourselves a great start in your business. And here in part 3, we're going to talk about the sets of business, and I know you've wondered what I meant by that, so here's what I mean by it. I think there are 3 dramatic different sets of business to focus on. The first is the skill sets, and we've been talking a lot about the skill sets so far. The second one is mindsets, and the third one is growth sets. The skill sets of business are knowing what to do and knowing how to do it, and having enough experience to do it well, or having enough experience to hire and manage others to do it well. One of the challenges that many small business owners face when they come to hiring professionals to do the things that they really don't want to do or know how to do is that they don't know how to tell a good professional from a poor professional. Some people like to abdicate their responsibility for selling in the business, which you really can't do when you're a CEO, by hiring salespeople to work for them. And unfortunately, hiring and managing salespeople is one of the most difficult challenges that there are in any business of any size. The same thing is true with marketing professionals. How do you know what a good marketing professional looks like? Well, the way that you do know what they look like is to study what good marketing is all about. And that's why we have programs such as Beyond Business Survival. The other part of skill sets that I want you to think about for a second is that there are 2 different types. There's the hard skills, which is the physical work. It's making stuff. And the technical work, which is analyzing and doing more white-collar, computer-generated stuff, for example. And there's business processes, which is part of the hard skills of business too, which have typically tangible outcomes. So when you apply your hard skills in business, there's typically something that's tangible on the other end of that, something that you can hold in your hand, whether it be a document or a physical product of some kind, or a deliverable associated with the engagement or the process of using hard skills. But there's also soft skills, and those are the relationship skills, the communication skills, the way that you get along with other people, the way that you listen to other people, your ability to cultivate good relationships over a long period of time, and those have intangible outcomes. So when we think of the skill sets of business, think of knowing what to do, how to do it, having the experience to do it well, or the experience to hire other people to do it well, and think about it in terms of hard skills and soft skills. And that's a tremendous amount of the challenge in business, is having the skill sets in your own person or on your team that's necessary to do the job that's required in order for your business to be successful. But there's a whole new section of the sets of business too, and that's the mindsets of business. The mindsets of business is far more than just having a positive attitude and determination. It's far more than just having a go-get-'em mentality. It's also seeing the world as successful people see the world. And that can be a challenge because every high-performing professional in each one of the key performance areas of business has a different focus, has a different perspective, has a different way of seeing the business and the world. In fact, they're kind of different animals. The sales animal is different than the marketing animal, is different from the customer service animal, is different from the product development animal, the inventor, the creator, the musician, the author, the artists. Those are all like different people entirely, and understanding the difference in between those is very difficult. Here's an example. I'm going to read you a couple of mindset mantras that come from the Beyond Business Survival program so that you get a little bit of an understanding of the different mindsets that there are in business. Here's the sales mindset. I just love to sell. I love to tell people about how I can add value to their lives by providing a great product or service at a fair price. I am committed to meeting my sales goals and making quota. I know that if my company doesn't make quota, we don't survive, and I'm not going to let that happen. I will implement the systems I need to track my efforts and results so I can become more effective and efficient over time. I will constantly improve my sales skills because I am proud to be a sales professional. The sales animal thinks in this way. They see the world in terms of opportunities and processes and qualifications and developments of opportunities and asking for orders. It is a very different mindset than, say, the financial mindset. Here's how a professional financial manager sees the world. I will manage my cash like a miser. I will balance my checkbook and pay attention when money comes in and when money goes out by extending credit-worthy clients. I will protect myself and the good people who work with me by implementing good financial controls. I will protect myself from traumatic loss with good insurance, good agreements, and good standards of practice. I will pay my taxes and fees on time, all of them. I will properly fund my business, and I will learn how to read financial statements and study them each month. That's a completely different animal than the sales animal. And the challenge with mindsets is that most people don't understand that they exist, or they really don't understand the importance and the depth of the different mindset. They don't understand that a sales professional thinks and sees the world differently than a financial management professional does, than a customer service professional does, etc. It's hard to understand what the different mindsets are. It's hard to step into the shoes of somebody who is doing a job that's much different than the job that you ever done before. And this is especially true for small business owners where there's only 3 or 4 or 5 people at the business, or God forbid 1 person at the business. It's extremely difficult to switch quickly between them. It's hard to be on a sales call and the next moment be in delivery mode. It's hard to be in product development mode and the next moment be in financial management mode. It takes some time to switch contexts and to shift your mindset from one professional perspective to another professional perspective. There's another set of business that I want to talk about for a little bit, and that's the growth set of business. The growth set of business is your ability to learn and grow, your ability to be coachable, adaptable, and flexible. It's your ability to solve problems and overcome obstacles through creativity and collaboration and downright resourcefulness. It's your ability to be courageous and do the things that you really don't want to do, the things that really just scare the heck out of you. And I call this the inner journey of business. This is all of the battles that you face with your thoughts and your emotions when it comes to learning what you need to learn and doing what you need to do in order to be successful in business. We all have the opportunity to gain wisdom every day from the challenges that we see in a business environment. You have the opportunity to become stronger every day by learning from the challenges, by learning from those things which scare you and challenge you in your business environment. And the reason why this is incredibly important is because the healthier you are, the happier, the stronger, the wiser that you are, and the more peaceful person that you are, the more humble and vulnerable and coachable and confident you are, the better your relationships will be, the better your soft skills in business will be, and the more effective you will be as a leader and the more successful you will be as a small business owner. This is because business growth requires professional growth. You have to learn and grow every single day when you're in a small business. And professional growth oftentimes, almost always requires personal growth, so that business growth and personal growth grow hand in hand. That's certainly been my experience and the experience of countless others, that business growth and personal growth go hand in hand. So I want you to ask yourself, in addition to the hard skills of business, do you have the soft skills that are necessary for you to be successful? Do you understand the different mindsets of business, and can you shift easily between them? And are you ready, willing, and able to be courageous and grow personally as you grow professionally? That's the end of the sets of business of section 3 of our business survival training. Take a few minutes and we'll go on to the last section, section 4, where we'll talk about the 7 most important success principles of business. This is Paul Hoyt. Thanks for listening.